Right, what we're going to do now is we're going to put ourselves a 90-degree bend in this 20mm high impact PVC conduit. So the first thing what we've got to do is decide whereabouts we're going to put our 90-degree bend and then put a mark. For today's example, I'm just going to put the mark approximately halfway. We've then got to use our 20mm bending spring. So we take our bending spring, take a mark, ensuring the middle of the bending spring goes in line with our mark. What we then do is hold our cable, enter the bending spring, and once the cable gets down to the bottom, we know that that bending spring is exactly halfway in our mark. So then what we've got to do, warm our conduit up. Okay, if you're out on site and you're doing lots of this, you might have a hot air hand dryer. Alternatively, if you haven't got a hot air hand dryer, you've got to warm it up yourself. So you've got two methods. One is with a cloth, if you've got soft hands. The other is with your hands. So what you do, just warm up your conduit through friction. Once the conduit's warm, start your bend. Hey guys, you might be sat here looking, thinking, why have I got my leg up on the electrician's steps? The reason we have leg up on the electrician's steps is because when you're putting a 90-degree bend on, if your leg's at this position, it allows you to pull straight back, keeping your arms straight. If you do it as usual, where people's bent over, you tend to pull upwards, and by pulling upwards, you put a twist in the conduit. So that's why I recommend the use of a step to keep your arms at a 90 degree, allowing you to pull straight back. So I'm going to re-warm my conduit up. Once it's warm, I'm going to put a bend in, just pulling back. As you can see, you pull back, creating a 90-degree bend. What you've got to make sure is you pull beyond 90 degrees, because once you let go, it will spring back. So again, keep pressure on. What you're looking for is to make sure it's nice and smooth around the outside and also around the inside. If you have to make any fine adjustments, do so with the spring in. Do not remove your spring. If you remove your spring, the conduit will just collapse in on itself. So that is you produced a 90-degree bend. Once you think you've got it approximately 90 degrees, remove your bending spring, and then you've got to check it on a known right angle. For this, I recommend a door frame. See, I'm now using the door frame. I'm checking to make sure it's parallel with the top and the sides, and that we have a nice tight angle in the corner. So that one there, it's nice and square.